Once upon a time, there was a boy named Gene. He woke up in the morning and went to school like a typical day. Gene's first class happens to be biology, and it also happens that there is a biology quiz. Amazingly, it also happens that Gene didn't study for the quiz, and he has no idea of what the answers are. For the time being, he started scratching his head. A piece of his skin cell fell from his head and onto his test paper. Gene realized after staring at his skin cell for 5 minutes, he saw something unbelievable. First of all, plasma membrane is the cell's outer cover that protects and separates the inside of the cell from the outside. Cytoplasm is the area within the plasma membrane that contains the fluid, the cytoskeleton, and all the organelles except the nucleus. Ribosome is a cell organelle that is made up of protein and RNA. It is also the place where a protein is synthesized. Mitochondrion is the cell organelle found within the eukaryotic cells, where cellular respiration that produces ATP happens. It is also enclosed by two membranes. Endoplasmic reticulum is a network of membranes that helps in the creation, process, and transport of proteins and the development of lipids in the cell's cytoplasm. Golgi apparatus is a cell organelle that assists on the making and binding of the materials that needs to be transferred out of the cell. Nucleus is a membrane-bound organelle that contains the cell's DNA and that plays an important role in the processes such as growth, metabolism, and reproduction. Lysosome is a cell organelle that sprouts from the Golgi apparatus and holds the digestive enzymes. After realizing that his skin cell contains all the answers to the biology quiz, Gene got 100% and A++ on his quiz. After using so much brain power, Gene started to munch on his broccoli. Small pieces of broccoli fell out of his mouth and onto the table. He suddenly took an interest in the broccoli. As he took a closer look, he noticed the difference between the broccoli cell and his skin cell. The plant cell has 3 different kinds of structures that are not found within the animal cells, which are plastids, central vacuoles, and cell walls. The cell wall is a hard outer core that encloses the cell membrane to give the cell its shape and support. The plastid is an organelle found within the plant cells that gives out certain functions or jobs for the cell, and it is also made out of specific substances. The central vacuole is a large cavity or sac that is found within the plant cells or in some protists, and contains water, metabolic waste, partially digest food, enzymes, or other materials.
Gene soon realized that he has a love for biology, that he became a biologist in the future.
And how